comedy Mushroom Cult podcast. Hola, ¿cómo te llamas? Me llamo Ray. Bienvenidos a un episode de el podcast de comedy y Mushroom Cult. Multilingual up in this bitch, even though I butchered it. I was talking to somebody the other day about, I went on a little datey poo last week, and, datey poo. We need to fucking chill, alright? We're a goddamn adult, and we need to, another thing that this just great person, she seems to be very cool, and for whatever reason, likes my dumb bullshit, so, like, let's relax a little bit, but, she, like, showed up cocked and ready to go about my Taylor Swift fucking things. My my evolved takes on Taylor Swift, the artist, the woman, the role model. And you know, it is what it is. It's gonna be at a certain point, like, fine. But what she said was, like, it's just important for you to know what you're putting out into the world and how you're perceived by other people. And it's like, yeah, man, I get it. Like, it's a problem that I deal with quite regularly. So, it is what it is, you know? I say wild shit and then back it up and kind of pull it all together. It is what it is. Ooh, new way to sit. We figured it out. I'm a little scatterbrained today. It's one of those, like, I wasn't really even gonna maybe do one of these. But you know, the people are clamoring for it as I pop my peas super hard and, like, have, like, mush mouth today. And God, what a beautiful day out. I wonder what the temperature is. Probably still fucking cold. Chicago, you know? If you don't like the weather, just wait 15 minutes. That's one of my... It's an ADHD podcast today, guys. All right, we're going to try to thread it together. It's not your first time here. If it is your first time here, welcome. I'm Ray. I spoke a little bit of bastardized Spanish before. I don't usually do that. We're just going for it today. Oh, hold on. All right, we're going to try this. Last time I was told that the ASMR didn't come through. So here, I'm going to... Oh, fuck. See? Oh, this is a problem. Oh, no. I just spilled coffee all over the American flag. Gonna have to burn it. Because the flag code says so. Not because I don't enjoy every single thing that this country stands for. Everything from day one. All right, we're going to turn up the gain on this. If this doesn't work, I'm so sorry. But you've all been so good, you know? You deserve this. All right, we're cranking up the gain. Hopefully that did something for you if you're into ASMR. Now somebody's just banging on shit outside. Dude, like, what is going on? This fucking... I'm starting... It's just, like, absolute chaos. Nothing makes sense anymore. There's, like, no... Like, it used to be... And you know what? Now I'm kind of... Not to defend the pedophiles. But, like... It was so much better before that shit came out. You know? Like, we could just be like, yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Like, there was some sort of order to the shit. Now it's like everybody on their... Like, it's like an American Gangster. Here we go. And I'm not going to do the exact lines because I can't... Dude, I'm just keep fucking up this flag. Whatever. These colors don't run, but the coffee on the bottom of my mug definitely leave a little ring stain on them. Stand in front of it, or stand behind it, or stand in front of it, brothers. But no, there's like a line, and like I said, I'm not gonna say the exact line, because I think it has something to do, like that video that our beloved president made about a past president and his wife as a certain um species of animal. Which I mean, we all are, but you know what I mean. The racist connotation video that came out that for whatever reason just got like so much, like people clutching their pearls over it. Like obviously it's bad. Like by no means are we gonna like sit here and be like, hey, it was actually a funny. It wasn't funny by any means, and it was like the sitting president, whether it's a social media team or whatever, shouldn't be making videos of our past president and first lady as fucking primates. Um, a different kind of primate than we are in this house. We believe science is science and love is love and love is blind. But and that Katy Perry is John Benet Ramsey. One of my favorite stupid little memes that I made. Jesus Christ, they're gonna drive me fucking insane. What are we doing out here? Just making noise? Just in the business of making noise today. That's what I'm. Business of making noise. We gotta write that down. Business of making noise. But yeah, like in the bastardized words of Denzel Washington, Oscar winner. I think he's won an Oscar. We should probably talk about the Oscars. Add that. It's every person for himself out here now. Like before, I watched a YouTube video about it's like Chicago gangs back in like the 60s and 70s, like Larry Hoover and all them, and how like when they took down Larry Hoover and the other cat, I forget what his name is at this point. I'm so sorry that I'm not up to date on Chicago gangs from fucking 60 years ago. But they were talking about like now that there's like no leaders or whatever, it's just like insane out there, you know? Like just everybody for themselves. You got to watch your back all the time. But like before, when there was like at least the illusion of like a leadership or like like an actual plan. Now we find out that the plan is eating and sacrificing children to fucking Moloch after after you sexually assault them. So I mean that's kind of the plan. I would honestly like to know what like the end game is. I understand that like absolute power corrupts absolutely or whatever the fuck that is. Like I understand that like power is the point of it. And like being able to do whatever the fuck you want. Like when David Bowie and Mick Jagger started fucking each other in the 80s. Like they had done everything. So why not like hook up with each other? Like that's what these weird billionaires are doing. They're like, yeah, we can get away with whatever the fuck we want. So why not like kidnap, eat, and sexually abuse children and then sacrifice them to some sort of satanic deity? But for what purpose, you know? Like at least when like Christians say they're doing something nice, it's to get into like hang out with Sky Daddy or whatever people call him, capital HIM. Like at least that's what happens. You know what I mean? But like when you're sacrificing children to Moloch, like what is the actual point? Like is it for shits and gigs? Like what? I never really understood it. Like you want more power? You're already getting away with the most devious fucking bullshit in the entire world. Like I don't get it. But that's the world right now. It's just like we have nothing to believe in. So why are like there's no order to anything. Like oh, you're going to like fucking threaten to like cut off somebody's electricity or fucking like you might get fired from your job. Like so what? Who cares? Like we're not putting pedophiles in jail. Like it doesn't like who can like what? Like the rule of law means nothing. So now we can just be outside my apartment making noise. At least it's noon. It could be a worse time, but like, I'm trying to record a podcast here that like dozens of people listen to. But that's a fun thing about like having to explain. Like going on dates is fun, especially when you like the people, and it's like you're like, it's like when you're training somebody at a job. Here we go. Here's something we can dive into. Here's some stupid Ray Roberts stupid nonsense. I can already see it forming in front of me. The numbers are gathering around my stupid head. Like you get like, it's like when you train somebody at a job. Like I'm starting a new job soon, and I had to go train to learn how to like mop floors. It's like fucking nonsense. I actually have to text them today. Good reminder, Ray. Thank you. But like the guy's like, oh, I don't even like I've just been doing this so long that like I don't even think about it. I just kind of do it. And you're like, yeah, I get it. Like it's like training somebody where you're like, okay, so this is where I usually start, and then I do this, and then I do that. And then you're like, you have to like look at it from the outside. And when it's just you and you're just like, hey, this is what I do. Like, I'm gonna get on the internet, talk a little bit of shit to like the people who listen to this, and for whatever reason like it. Thank you for enjoying it. Tell your friends about it. Send me money. We don't need to do this every week. At Ray Roberts Comedy on Venmo, Cash App, Instagram, Twitter, I think. I'm not on there. X, Threads, that's for sure. On TikTok, I deleted my TikTok app and I think I left my account up. But like not like explaining your shit to somebody is like no. It's for entertainment purposes only. Like I believe it to like a certain amount, but we zhuzh it up. You know, it's called it like it's entertainment. I don't completely mean that Taylor Swift is the worst billionaire on earth. She's just the most accessible one to make fun of. Because I know it's going to get attention. And it's going to get people fired up for no reason. Like Selena Gomez is also potentially a billionaire or worth $1 billion. And that might be arguably, like at least Travis Kelce's attractive. At least Taylor Swift's marrying like an attractive man. Or Selena Gomez, like, married Benny Blanco. No, I mean good, you know? Benny Blanco makes good music. I can't, like, point at any specific song that he's made, but I've been told that he works with a lot of people. Now, does that make up for him looking like a bridge troll? I don't know. Like, this is a woman who was, like making songs about fucking Justin Bieber when she was, like, 20 years old. And now that she's in her mid-30s, that's what we're settling for? It's hard out here for everybody. But she seems happy, so good for her, except for being a billionaire. No good billionaires, you know? That's what the point is. Jay-Z's not a good person. But at least he's, like, responsible for Lemonade. But no, it's like explaining, like, no. I understand what I'm putting out into the world. I get it. It's not for everybody. I'm a nice person off of the microphone. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, that's why it's fun. That's why it's entertaining. That's why it's interesting. Just letting my stupid brain go into that spot where you're like, it's tickling that itch that it's not supposed to. It lets you go into that, like, weird, like, reptile brain a little bit. But, like, stopping short of kidnapping children and eating them, you know? Like, in that fun gray area. I guess let's lock in, guys, alright? We can't be comfortable the whole time. This is technically a job. I mean, if I was making any money from it would be a job. Yesterday was St. Patrick's Day. Woo! St. Patrick's Day. I'm a fellow who doesn't drink anymore. I'm a fellow who's slowly tapering off as much weed. Like, I'm slowly working my way to fully sober, and I don't know how I feel about it. I don't. It is what it is. You know, it's one of those, it's not even, because I know what, like, on the other side of it is like, being off of substances doesn't make you any less of an artist or, like, make your brain work any, I mean, it makes your brain work better, but it doesn't make you, like, less badass or whatever the fuck. Like, I remember when I first started quitting drinking, I was like, ooh, I'm gonna lose my edge. Where, like, I'm more edgy now than ever. Drinking dulled the edge. Like, that's what we were drinking for, is so that everything wasn't edgy all the time. Like, yesterday, I wasn't just, like, a bad fucking, I mean, somebody, like, I put online, and, like, I do it anytime there's a big drinking holiday. It's like, hey, if you need somebody to fucking, talk to, hit me up. I'm here. I'm 6.5 years into this sobriety bullshit. Or not drinking. I drink coffee. We did this little rant last week. I'm California sober. Or whatever the fuck you fucking elitists want to call it. But, like, on something like St. Patrick's Day, and especially in comedy, where, like, every open mic or every show's in a bar, because selling alcohol and food is, like, what fuels this industry. Especially on Tuesdays in Chicago. Being in Chicago, a town that's got, like, it's known. We dyed the fucking River Green on Saturday. It made me 3 minutes late to work. Adult people walking around with gallons of Borg, which is, like, fine. They're putting electrolytes in, like, that was, like, a news story this year, was like, what is Borg? And it's like, they had this shit, like, they've been doing this, guys. You gotta keep your thumb on the pulse. Or the finger on the pulse. Don't use your thumb, because your thumb has its own pulse. See, we're saving lives. Imagine if you just learned that. You're like, I've been taking my pulse all wrong. I thought I had, like, a fucking an arrhythmia for my entire life. But like Tuesdays, all of the mics are in Irish bars. And I'm just not going to an Irish bar on St. Patrick's Day. I haven't drank in 6.5 years. I don't get the itch very often to drink. Like, when I went out for drinks on Friday, like, went to a place where I could get, like, a non-alcoholic fucking old-fashioned. Which is, like, great. Like, it's perfect. It's a perfect thing for, like, hey, let's go get drinks. I can have, like, a fake old-fashioned. And, like, feel like I'm fucking doing, you know what I mean? Like, feel like I'm a real person. And, like, normal. Not that, like, not drinking makes you less of a real person. If you're sober, you're more of a real person. But, like, you understand what I mean. Like, you're in the cultural norms. And then I always put up, like, hey, if you need, like, fucking reach out. If it's between talking to me and you drinking again and, like, relapsing, hit me up. I'll do what I can from here. If it's between you drinking and, like, that's the thing that does it, and you need to, like, have a couple hits off of, like, a pre-roll, go for it. Eat all the snacks in your apartment, like I did last night. You made it through another St. Patrick's Day without drinking. Like, you did it. That's the win. Being perfect isn't the fucking win. Being the best human you can, that's the win. Survive, like, it's all about surviving right now. We would love to thrive. Oh my God, remember when we could thrive? Remember thriving? God, those were good times. But these are also good times. There's something fun in surviving. You know that, like, like that electricity that you got when you had that first sip? Or, like, when you finally, like, when, like, whatever your drug of choice is finally kicks in. That first drag off of a cigarette in a morning. You know, when you have that first hit of, like, nicotine and that first sip of coffee, and you, like, feel it in your stomach a little bit, where you're like, ooh, I might shit my pants. But also, like, I feel like the electricity in my body's waking up. Like, there's that spark. And you kind of get it when you're just like in survival mode. It's fun. Like, that's the addiction part of it. You're addicted to that feeling of like, ooh, the mundanity. I don't even know if that's a word. Mundanity. But you know what I mean? Just being lost in that sauce of like the milieu of every single day. Hey, I'm talking to smart girls again, alright? We gotta use words. Not that like the other people, whatever. If your house is cold because you don't know how to close your windows all the time, I'm not talking about you. But whatever. Ugh. But no, it's like it's one of those. You just kind of have to like thrive and so I put it up online and I'm like, reach out to me. A couple people reached out, got like a nice little pep talk from me. I'm not doing it to feel like, but like it makes you feel good. Like we talked about it all the time. Do you get some positive attention from it? Sure. Are you doing it to look like a good guy? Kind of. But like you actually want to be a good person? Like, oh, the real, like, ooh, you get positive attention for being a good person. Fuck you. Like, go fuck yourself. Alright? Like, I had one person reach out to me and be like, has anybody even actually reached out to you? One. Like, you're the third person to respond to this. The second one to be shitty about it. What's that say about you? That you see somebody wanting to be helpful and you're just like, ugh. Does this actually do anything? Who cares if it doesn't? I maybe helped one person yesterday. That's better than what you did. Kind of hurting somebody's day. And then the other person was like, oh, that sounds like a quitter's attitude. Go fucking drink. Like, oh, great. It's always fun when somebody's as funny off stage as they are on stage. Which is not at all. Enjoy being fucking edgelord. Or like say, like it's, what it really is somebody like doing the like, I say the thing that people aren't supposed to say. And pot calling the kettle black. I'm just good at it, you know? Like, I'm actually funny. Like, even when I'm not funny, I'm funnier than when you're like, oh, just go drink if you want to. Like, bitch, the last person who told me that is in rehab and their marriage fell apart after a month and a half. Do you really want the smoke? I see fours everywhere I go. I'm protected by the universe. Don't step to me. I'm not going to go out of my way to ruin your shit anymore. I used to do I was Donald Trump in this bitch. Preemptive strikes. I was going after Iran. I was bombing Gas Island, or whatever the fuck it's called. Making everybody pay more money for gas. Which, like, if you break it down, I mean, I just had like a minor breakthrough. I mean, fuck you. All right, we'll just leave it at that. Also, fuck that guy on the... I just had like a very adversarial... We'll get back to world politics later, I guess, in the ADHD podcast today. But like, I fucking... Just trying to be a good person, but also being a dipshit. Like, I'm on the bus yesterday. On my way back, I did the Lincoln Lodge early mic yesterday because I wanted to, like, get a set in. I wanted to do the thing that I still love. I also maybe wanted to see somebody at the Lincoln Lodge. Catch a fleeting glimpse, you know? Ships passing in the night. God forbid a gal's a little smitten in this bitch. We need to relax, okay? But like, I get on the way home, on the bus, a houseless, a person of unhomed identity, a person of whom probably lives on the street. His housing is Lawrence Avenue. I'll probably whatever. I made a donation to the streets yesterday. This guy asked me to borrow a lighter on the bus. Now here I am in my Habitat for Humanity Restore hat because I'm so charitable. So charitable, I work for charities and get money from them. and then run into people's houses and then have to quit because I'm not going to be able to pass the drug test. Was I sober when it happened? Yes. Did I smoke weed the night before so I knew I would fail the drug test? Sure. Should I have just, lied about what happened? Definitely. Because the lady was like, who gives a fuck? I don't care. I sold the house anyways. If you want to come fix the fucking drain, you can come. I honestly don't care. I already sold the house. That's why I'm donating shit. And then I was like, oh, well, I already reported it. She goes, well, that was stupid. I was like, thanks, lady. I know that. My spotter wasn't doing a good job. But I was trying to be charitable. The guy asked for a lighter on the bus. I gave it to him. And I go, hey, you can't smoke on the bus. What am I giving you a lighter for? And he goes, don't worry about it. I'll give it back to you before you get off the bus. Which was enough for me. Silly me. Gave him a warning when there was 2 stops left before I did get off the bus. And he's like, yeah. I'll get it to you. And I go, hey, bud, I'm about to get off the fucking... And he goes, I'll give you some money. I go, I don't want money. I need a lighter. I'm going to the deli right now to get a pre-roll. I want to smoke the other half of this pre-roll. It's St. Patrick's Day. I didn't drink. I want to reward myself with some fucking graham crackers and the rest of my pre-roll. And I need my lighter for it. He's like, I'll give you money and you can get another one. Okay. And he didn't give me the money, so I flicked him off. I flicked off a homeless person, houseless, a man who identifies without a home. And I flicked him off on the bus. I felt bad about it almost instantly. He's having a hard go. It was a cheap lighter that I got for free. So, smoking's bad. I didn't want to lie to him. Because lying's bad. But I feel like stealing from somebody who's giving you charity. If you would have been like, hey, can I buy this lighter from you? Nah, man, here, you can have it. But he said, I'm going to borrow it. Which, again, I don't know what the end game in my brain was. How I was going to get this lighter back. Shame on me. But whatever. I go to the deli, tell the fucking guy at the counter, I go, hey man, can you just add a cheap lighter onto my thing here? And he gave it to me for free. And I was like, thanks, brother. I'm in there every day, pretty much. Shout out to the Uptown Deli. They're the fucking best. The things I get texted about most are, the Uptown Deli, because I just will not shut the fuck up about it. And then helping people write their fucking roast jokes. Helping people write their jokes. And people being like, you were right about the Uptown Deli. I'm usually right, alright? Except for when I'm wrong, and then I apologize. God, I hate doing that. I forget the point of the story. Oh, but I flicked off this homeless guy. Houseless. Person devoid of home because of our economic system. No good billionaires. Because the billionaires stole lighter from me. And then I'm walking home. I go to reach for my lighter, the new lighter that I got, lit the other half of my pre-roll, put it in my pocket, reaching for my keys. I had another lighter. I had 2 lighters on me. I didn't need to get another lighter. I could have given that man a lighter and not even worried about it. Like a sick joke from the internet, the universe. The same thing, honestly. A sick joke from the universe. About me finding out that I still have so much more work to do as a person because a guy who has nothing took something from me. You know? Now there's commercials on this. Gotta turn it off. Alright, how far are we into this? A half hour. Jesus Christ, guys. I have wasted a half hour of your life. But no, life is cool. A meteor, comet, I think it was a meteor, flew over Ohio yesterday, Ohio and PA, and like a sonic boom happened. Now, I'm not saying I don't, like, I believe it's a meteor. It looked like everything was fine. It's not like but maybe worst time in the history of mankind for a meteor to be shot over the United States is when we're actively in a war and they're like, hey, Iran might like come after us at some point. And then all of a sudden a meteor shoots over northeast Ohio and like parts of Pennsylvania. Not that there's like any industry to like take down anymore. Like there's no reason they would target that area. Unless it was like a shot across the bow where they were like, hey, we're just going to bomb nothing. Remember like these steel towns that used to exist? Remember how Youngstown used to have like an economy? And like Western PA wasn't just like mountains and then Pittsburgh? Like remember when like the Rust Belt wasn't the Rust Belt? It was like a thriving steel belt. Now it's the Rust Belt because everything sucks and like our economy fell apart because greedy corporations and free trade, etc., etc. Window washing season. It's still not normal seeing people out on these high rises. But like a meteor shoots over it and blows up. And I found out from like another comic having a fucking video about it. And then NASA has to come out and be like, hey, yo, it was a meteor. Like, thanks, NASA. Shout out to the Nazis. Without them, we wouldn't know that that was a meteor that shot over Ohio. And not Iran trying to, like, shoot intercontinental ballistic missiles. But that's weird. I saw like the other thing that I saw. I think I knew it was a meteor from a comedian's thing, but I saw somebody post a thing of like, I'm a flat earther. I'm gonna need a better a better reason for this happening. And it was like a story about a meteor going over Ohio, and I thought it was just like about like the dinosaurs dying or some shit. So I didn't like click on it because when you go as a flat earther. And it's like, yeah, for about 45 seconds, when I found out it was a meteor, I was like, oh, maybe that flat earther is onto something. Because we're in war times, and some, like, rock came from the sky. Like, has Iran found a way? Like, that's the next thing. They're going to say that aliens have found a way to fucking attack us from the sky, so we need the Space Force up there. Like how Venezuela, like we go in there and we just like overtake their entire oil thing. And then like a month later we're in Iran. Like they actually have like it seems like they actually have a plan. And then now like aliens are going to be like a thing. And they're going to be like, "Okay, we can't go into space anymore because there's no aliens or because aliens are going to come after us." We have to shut down the satellites because the aliens got them. And then we can't get internet or, like, have free... Like, we can't have cell phones anymore. Like, some sort of shit like that. Like, it seems like there's, like... It's kind of going. Like, I know that, like, it seems haphazard. And, like, they're just doing whatever the fuck they want. But, like, it kind of seems like they had a decent plan. I'm just now, like, kind of putting it all together. Like, of course we take over the government in country that has, like, the most oil production on this side of the world a month before we go take on another country that's responsible for 20% of the world's oil going through the Strait of Hormuz. Watching people say the Strait of Hormuz, or however, Hormuz, it's like watching people say Iran. Or Iran. I posted it on Instagram. Like, every time I see somebody say Iran wrong, it makes me giggle and think of that La La Land scene. where Emma Stone's like, "Oh, Iran," and I'm like, Why are you talking about Iran in an ignorant way, Emma Stone? And it's like, oh no, you're talking about that fucking Flock of Seagulls song, which is a banger. I understand that Ryan Gosling is like a serious jazz musician, but you're playing a keytar. Why wouldn't you want a song that features the keytar? You know? Like, if you're going to have to do it, I want to show that I can do it the best. It's like when I have to host, like, a clean show or these apartment shows that I do. It's not my ideal setup, but I'm getting paid money for words. And I'm gonna show that I can do it a little. Like, yeah, I'm gonna show that I'm a team player and I can do it. Like, you can be the fucking best and still have to do, like, it's like being good at a bad job that you do just to keep your fucking ball rolling. Like at my stupid fucking Soldier Field job. I'm really good at it. Like, if we're gonna do it, we might as well do it right. I hate that I have to do it. But if I gotta play the fucking keytar, I'm fucking slamming the keytar, you know? And I'm not, yeah, I'll be pissed about it. But we're gonna fucking sell it. Kind of like how he does when he does that band with John Legend. Where he, like, does his, like, fucking jazzy thing, and then he gets into it, and he's, like, playing 2 keyboards at once, even though it's, like, pop music. Like, cool. If you're gonna do it, fucking do it. And be good at it. But also just say Iran correctly. But fuck, god damn it. They actually kind of have a plan. That's disconcerting. That somebody knows what they're doing over there. Out there. They got fucking dipshits running everything. Like, they're making them... Like Joe Kent, the head of some sort of Health and Human Services or some bullshit. Lead HR. No, I think he was like... I forget what he is. I had to look up his stupid name anyways. Some security bullshit job that, like... We need a small government, but, like, let's make up, like, all these fucking different departments of defense that we need to have. I mean, I know that we have the Department of War now. The Department of Defense doesn't exist anymore. But there's, like, some other, like, hey, we still need to pretend. And he resigned, saying that, like, there was no reason to go into Iran. Which, like, sure, that's correct. It's just a power grab. It's Hitler shit. It's legitimate, like, it's not being hyperbolic to say that he's doing Hitler shit. The economy's tanking. All of this, like, fucking tariff bullshit isn't working. The only thing that he knows how to do, okay, sick. We need, like, the petrodollar is in shambles. We need to go get more oil. We can't just, like, drill in national parks. They're trying. But, like, we have to pretend that we still care about this country while we, like, pilfer all the money from it. Pilfer? Dude, we're fucking firing at all. We drop milieu, we drop pilfer. I meant malaise earlier when I said milieu, but, like, it still worked. But there's and then they're distracting us with all this dumb bullshit. Like, they're distracting us with the fucking dog and pony show of, like, firing Kristi Noem and bringing in this new Mark Anthony or whatever, Mark Wayne, whatever the fuck his name is, some bullshit. Like, he tried to fight, like, the Teamsters boss. Who tries to pick a fight with the Teamsters boss as, like, a senator? Like, the only person I might be more afraid of than a senator and, like, their connection to be able to find somebody to kill somebody is, like, the boss of the Teamsters. You know. Unions that are, like, notorious for having mob ties. But at least we have a 40-day work week and PTO and livable wages. I think if we have to have some mob hits from time to time, I think that's a good trade. There's some sort of order, you know? Even the mob isn't like kidnapping and eating children and then sacrificing the rest of it to Moloch for no reason. At least the mob is like, or unions are teaming up with the mob to make sure that people have a livable wage. That's the kind of law breaking we can all get behind. Like, that's what Make America Great Again should be. It's just like low-level, blue-collar, and white-collar crime. Like, there used to be a code to this shit. People just did evil shit for, like, the sake of evil shit. And to, like, line their pockets a little bit more. But at least, like, communities were still working. Now is like the drug, whatever. Like, obviously there's a downside to everything. There's going to be a bad side to even in a utopia. Like, that's what makes utopian novels kind of pointed out. It's like, even in a utopia, there's always a class of people that's fucked. And that's going to happen, whether it's the mob or satanic pedophiles that eat people. Like, somebody's struggling, but under the mob, at least there's like order and a working, like, in a living wage. Now, when you're a small business and you're being squeezed by the mob for protection money, I'm sure that sucks. But at least you have a store, you know? Now people don't have anything. Now Target runs this bitch. But Joe Kent, he resigned because he didn't want to deal with fucking the lies. And even in, like, what does Donald Trump have on all these people? Where he's still like, hey man, my wife died last year, and I've been looking at things. Like, I still believe in, like, making America great again. And basically in this letter, he's like, I still believe in, like, racism and homophobia and taking advantage of the poors. But at a certain point, I signed up for no more foreign wars, and I have to put my foot down. This is a waste of money. And it's like, well, okay, guy. And then, of course, like, fucking Democrats are, like, taking a victory lap because they're like, even this guy's resigning. And it's like, yeah, guys, we get it. Like, his own people are going, it happened in 2016 as well. People were like, this isn't what I signed up for. And then there was, like, a whole bunch of other people ready to fill in. Except for this time, fucking ICE is kidnapping people. And it's all good. Like, it's a weird, it's so tough not to be like, hey, they're setting up 1984. Like, so many kids have been abused in ICE camps that they're making one just for kids. They're consolidating their inventory. And then after World War III's done, when somebody fucking comes and, like, liberates our country or whatever the fuck, or we liberate ourselves, we're going to go in there, and then people will be like, we had no idea this was happening. And it's like, yeah, you did. You all did. We all did. But, like, what can we specifically do about it? We can bitch about the Oscars. We can bitch about Sinners not winning Best fucking Picture. We can bitch about Sean Penn winning Best Supporting Actor when he fucking crushed that role. Oh, it's not a likable role, and it's basically Sean. Yeah, dude, he played the part fucking perfectly in the biggest movie of the. I mean, not the biggest, but like in the best movie of the year. We can award things that aren't like whatever. He did it. He did it well. And he smoked a cigarette inside. That's kind of, I don't even like, is he like fucking Bob Keane, a local comic here? But it's like, yeah, you're mad at the Oscars, but like, did anybody in fucking one battle after another like eat people on a rape island? No. All right. Cool. You're a little mad that the white guy movie won? Like, come on, guys. We're surviving right now. That's a thrive argument. Like my friend who was like mad at a guy not being pissed that like AI is eating up all the water, but being pissed that AI is going to steal all the jobs. You're on the same team. That's a thrive argument. We're surviving. AI is winning. It doesn't matter why he wants to shut it down. Movies are on the come up. People are enjoying a movie. They're talking about movies again. We don't need to worry about whether Sean Penn's really the greatest guy or if he should win the fucking thing because he's not there. Or if one battle after another is like a dog whistle that like white guy movies are back. You know, the movie that's commentary about the shit going on in this world and kind of pointing out how silly the bad guys are. When we know that those bad guys like exist. Like, let's get mad at the real bad guys, not the fake bad guys that are making fun of the real bad guys. We can do it. I don't know. That seems like enough. We hit. I mean, the Chicago had elections yesterday. I would have rather had Kat Abugazela win. And I understand I don't say it 100% correctly. I'm sorry for. There was like a campaign ad about how like a small child can say Abugazela correctly. And I think this child was of like Palestinian descent as well. So she's more used to saying stuff like that. But I supported Kat, and I wanted her to win. Daniel Biss seems like a decent enough dude. Is he probably going to end up being a puppet for AIPAC? Sure. Just another fucking Democrat from Chicago. I mean, he stood up to ICE. There's nothing like a good, skinny, disarming white guy to be around. But, like, Kat got fucking thrown by ICE people. Like, she was at Broadview, like, in the shit. That's where I met her. Seemed very, like, it's very cool. Now, she originally is like, carpetbagger's been thrown a lot. And let me tell you, there's nothing more hot than a woman telling you that somebody's a carpetbagger. And you're just like, God damn it. When's the last time somebody said that, let alone a hot woman? Next, you're going to tell me that Duolingo might be a psyop, which was also said. But no, I have to be cool. I have to fucking relax, you know? We need to stop sharing so much to you fucking people. You're great. I love you. But no, it's, you know, we're going to have a black woman as a senator from the Chicago area. She's the lieutenant governor to J.B. Pritzker currently. That sucks. We're anti J.B. Pritzker, who, like, comes out and is against ICE, but, like, I don't know. It wasn't local. I mean, it was local cops that roughed me up a little bit, but it was state cops that roughed out the other people there. And those are under J.B. Pritzker's rule, you know? Like, maybe don't send state cops to the fucking... And if you do, set them up to stop people from coming out of the ICE facility, in and out of the ICE facility, not people protesting them. No good billionaires, J.B. Pritzker. Ooh, I walk by the fucking lake so I can say hi to people and get some steps in. like, yeah, if anybody should get, you should probably get. All right, we're not gonna fat shame on this podcast, but like, fuck. But all right, I think we do need to cut this off. We'll just keep rambling for no reason, just to do it. At Ray Roberts Comedy on everything. I got shows coming up. I got apartment show today. Got another one tomorrow. I'm in the UP next Thursday. Then Lincoln Lodge that Sunday after. Just shoot me a text. I'll tell you where I'm at. But no, thank you for listening, watching. Rate, review, subscribe, share. Send me money if you want. And if you don't, that's perfectly fine. Still love you anyways. Thanks for being here. Bye!